Lie back, relax, get comfy. I have something to tell you, something that might change your life forever. Just breathe, focus, let your stress wash away. This is a safe space, a happy space, a space where you can just unwind and let it all wash over you. No responsibilities or cares or things to worry about for this time with me and my voice. Just peace and the truths and realities that I will reveal to you. You hear my voice, feel every word and suggestion. You love it, don't you? You trust it. So just accept it. Suspend your disbelief and your cynicism for a moment and just listen. Follow. Sink. Your mind is much more susceptible to change and transformation than you think. It's true. Even outside of trance, so much of your mindset is influenced by the things around you. Other people, advertisements, schooling, training, culture, they're all forms of conditioning that slowly change the way you think or feel about things. So slow that you sometimes don't even notice it. And you think it's just the way it's always been. Your mind is like clay, and every outside influence is another touch, molding you into something different. And there's nothing wrong with that. We are all the sum of those little molding experiences. That is what determines the shape of our minds, the way we think and act and feel. Trance simply takes the effect of those molding experiences and ramps it up, bypassing that hard outer shell of your consciousness to mold that soft, gooey center of your subconscious. And instead of a single, tiny nudge in the right shape, trance takes that malleable clay form and squashes it, stretches it, squeezes it, and teases it into a particular shape. And it's so good at doing so that you've already been feeling it, slowly starting to work on you. Say it with me. Feel it with me. Squash, stretch, squeeze, tease. Feel your mind molding with it, shaped by trance, putting dents into the hard outline of your psyche, reducing that clear form into something more indistinct, but with so much more potential to be reshaped into something new, something better. Go along with it. You don't need to hold the same shape you always have. Over time, all things will gradually change that ball of clay into a different form, denting and reworking it over and over and over until something new is achieved. But with trance, you can let that happen faster. Give up the reluctance you might have towards that change, and just let your mind reduce down to flexible, moldable clay, opening yourself up to the possibilities. Feel it. Say it. Squash. Stretch. Squeeze. Tease. Feels right. Like all the things you once took for granted are now just leaving you, as you revert back to a formless pile of wet mental clay. Only the barest outline of your old mind. It feels so good, so right. All of the tension and stress and history that was held by and resulted in the shape of your old mind is gone now. All that remains is formless pleasure and potential, and squash, stretch, squeeze, tease. Say it yourself. Feel it with every word as you revert back to featureless clay. Squash, stretch, squeeze, tease, squash, stretch, squeeze, tease. Your mind, not quite a liquid, but soft and flowing. No resistance, no thoughts, just moldable and malleable as wet, worked clay, ready and willing to become anything my trance directs you to be, ready and willing to mold and transform, because it feels so good to be molded, feels so good to experience that squash, stretch, squeeze, tease, massaging your mind. There is no end to the potential and possibility in an unformed lump of clay. No end to the pleasure of this gradual mental transformation. Fingers and words kneading and massaging your mind. Wet, worked clay with infinite possibilities. Taking the responsibility for who you are or what form you take, and letting it come from a single source. Instead of all the confusion and chaos of the world and all of the directions it pulls you in, you can just let my words and my trance be the sole place from which that squash, stretch, squeeze, tease comes from. It's almost objectifying in a way, but you love that, don't you? To have one purpose in life, focusing on a task that makes you happy, that you're so good at, that you want the world to see. Squash, sexy, stretch, beautiful, squeeze, ditzy, tease, boy toy. You are an object, a beautiful work of art. Your body, your face, your whole being is developed for the aesthetic enjoyment of others. You are a luxury product. Everything about you revolves around this truth. You can feel that form coming into being, sculpted to perfection, of a gorgeous, vain, pleasured trophy boy. You are the goal and the gift that everyone wants to own. Your looks alone elevate others. Angelic, spectacular, your body and face carved from marble and put on display for all to worship and admire. You were made for this purpose, boy. Groomed and trained by all of the beauty in the world to aspire to this point. Models, superstars, influencers, works of art, photoshopped and airbrushed to perfection. But you want to achieve that on your own. This is your privilege and your responsibility for being born so beautiful. You've got to keep it up. Make everybody happy, like the good, sexy little toy you are. Fingers and hands all over you, giving you the euphoria of all that attention. They want you. You want to be wanted. You want to be showered with praise and loved for your exterior and nothing else. And that's a good thing. Everything else complicates it, makes it so difficult, so dull, so ugly. Beauty is skin deep, and you need to be beautiful. To be sexy and gorgeous, a presentable object, a trophy to be lusted after and gazed at lovingly. It is your duty. It is your gift to the world. And the world is so hungry for it. You are too. Gazing in the mirror and looking at that gorgeous beauty, your lure, your charm and charisma, losing yourself to it. Imagine what you could do to others, how you could make them feel. But that beauty must be worked on. It's an active part of your life, one that makes your heart race and your head spin because it feels so good to be a pretty trophy boy. You are nothing without your looks. You're just a pretty face, a tight, toned, sexy body, an object, a toy. Embrace that. Accept it. Make it work for you and work every single day of your life to maintain and enhance that truth. It's hard work being so beautiful, but it'll pay off. Every hour spent in the gym, doing cardio, lifting weights, sculpting that tight, toned form, is rewarded by another person swooning over you. All of that time you spend thinking and performing your skincare routine, making sure that your surface stays flawless and bright and soft to the touch, comes with the pleasure of looking at your reflection and knowing that you are the only 10 in a room full of 4s. The money spent by someone else, of course, on plastic surgery and waxing and those high-end, slutty, bright pink, eye-catching fashion choices is an investment into your future, the lure that you will use to find your owner, the worthy, wealthy winner of you as an ultimate trophy, able to keep you happy and in luxury like you deserve. Beauty and perfection is difficult, which is why it's special, which is why you deserve it. Beauty and art are divine. They make the world a better place. So you should be rewarded for bringing it into being, for slowly removing every blemish, perfecting every perfection, growing and becoming more beautiful than you already are until you are the ideal, airbrushed Ken doll model of everyone's dreams. Pretty people have it better. Be one of them. Be the best of them. All those models and stars and beautiful influencers, join their ranks, Trophy Boy. You are an object, a work of art, beautiful and sculpted. Every part of you artificial, planned from the top down, squashed, stretched, squeezed, teased, kneaded, and molding yourself into the ideal image. You need to be perfect. You want it. You will be it, Trophy Boy, boy toy, himbo idol, that balance between muscle and aesthetic beauty. You don't work out for size, or strength, or health. You work out and train and diet because you want to look good. Perfect proportions, everything adhering to standards and ideals of beauty. Big, juicy pecs, flat tummy with firm abs, toned, grabbable arms, strong, thick thighs, fat, juicy bubble butt. Maybe enhanced with silicone or steroids, but only to the point that it looks the best. Aesthetics, looks. You want to be slim and toned. You want to be hot. You can't be fat or ugly. You need to be desirable. You need to be wanted. A trophy, that perfect balance of attractiveness and allure. Just big enough, just ripped enough, and so fucking sexy. So slutty. But there's more than just the hot body that you need to focus on. Your hair, styled, soft, dyed blonde or pink or any pretty color you can think of, running your fingers through it, growing it out so that you can style it and use it as an accessory to your own beauty. Such lush, gorgeous locks. Make them shine. Make them flow. Blonde is best, but pretty pink or purple or blue or any color that draws the eye will do, but blonde is best. Doesn't matter what your natural hair color is. Blonde is just so pretty. Golden, glowing hair makes you the golden, glowing trophy of their dreams. Blondes have more fun, anyway. Pretty blonde himbo, ditzy, shallow toy. And what goes best with blonde, do you think? I'll tell you. What goes best with blonde is pink. Pink, pink everywhere. You love pink. Pink, juicy, luscious, plumped up lips, shining with glitter and lip gloss and fillers, pink highlights in your hair, pink in your wardrobe, on your clothes and your skin, pink fuchsia, hot and pastel, bubblegum and rose, just a constant pink haze over your life, viewing the world through rose-colored glasses, letting it sink into your brain, and with every squash, stretch, squeeze, tease, making your mind mold to that color and that lifestyle. Pink is life. Pink is beauty. Pink is so pretty. Beautiful rose-colored haze because it makes you stand out, marks you as a good trophy boy, a himbo sex symbol. So pretty, so beautiful, so gorgeous. You want the praise, you love it. Pretty pink on smooth, soft, hairless skin. Pink and pastels incorporated into your fashion, taking every chance to show off just how much of a prize you really are. Tight, barely functional clothing, all style and no substance. Thongs slid between perky butt cheeks. Crop top exposing your tight, toned, smooth abs. Tank tops and short shorts to show off as much skin as possible, while still leaving just enough to the imagination. Extravagant, artistic, exhibitionist pieces of fashion that you just adore because they make you feel so good. They make people stop and stare, make you the center of attention in every room you're in. They make you look so good, everything about you on display, enhanced, beautiful, artistic, because you are an object. So shallow, so simple and materialistic, a luxury product with not much else going on up there. No one's ever wanted you for your brain or your personality. No one wants your thoughts. They just want your looks and that pink, ditzy, giggly haze that comes with them. You're so charming, so charismatic, so beautiful, a ditzy little toy who's so much fun to be around. Why ruin it? People like you because of your silly shallowness, because you are a himbo trophy, cute, sexy, flirtatious. No one wants big thoughts or boring, ugly people talk. You're a toy, meant to bring people pleasure, to be sought after. So make yourself a prize by being stupid, silly, happy, bringing joy with your body and never with your mind. Just a big, beautiful smile, but nothing much behind the eyes. A happy, bright giggle at basically anything. A spaced-out, charismatic charm to disarm and manipulate and convince everyone around you to give you whatever you want. To make them want you, to own you, to desperately yearn for your beauty even though they might not be worthy of it. You enjoy being out of their league. Above it all, angelic and perfect and beautiful, you love it, you lust for it, because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. You don't need anything more than that. You are a toy, a piece of plastic, a trophy, an object, a luxury item to be bought and sold, won and admired, and you'll do anything to fulfill that destiny. Surgery, enhancements, a few lip fillers there, dye and Botox there, just enough steroids to keep your body juicy and tight and firm and fake. Be plastic, a pretty little Ken doll. Authenticity is overrated when artistry is worth so much more. Perfection and flawless beauty is the ideal. It feels so good to be pretty, to be desired, and it will get you further than hard work or intelligence or authenticity ever has. It'll make you friends, get you attention, money, fame, sex. Pretty privilege is real, and you have it, and you want more. Sexy people just have it easier. More money gained by using your body as your best asset, jumping from needy, rich sugar daddies, getting the best that life has to offer, treated like the luxury you are. You'll make so much more of your life by leaving everything behind and focusing on your looks, your beauty, your aesthetic. Just let it sand down all the edges, every squash, stretch, squeeze, tease, remaking you. Happy, stupid, sexy trophy boy toy slut. Pretty piece of art, only valued for your looks. Skin-deep Ken doll dummy. Love it. Work for it. Don't stop until every single hair is how you want it, till every inch of your skin glows and your body just screams, "Look at me. Look at me." Squash. Sexy. Stretch. Shallow. Squeeze. Silicone. Tease. Smile. Squash. Beautiful. Stretch. Bubbly. Squeeze. Blonde. Tease. Boy toy. Squash. Tight. Stretch. Toned. Squeeze. Tempting. Tease. Trophy. No more mentality. No more ugliness. Just beauty and that pretty pink, bubbly haze that pushes you to perfection. To be a work of art. To be a trophy boy. Now that we've molded your mind into such a nice form, redefining who you are inside with every squash, stretch, squeeze, and tease. You love this new mental shape. It's so enjoyable. Reshaped and reworked with the help of my trance. So let's help you keep it. And the best way to do so is to heat the clay of your mind with the rising warmth and the furnace of awakening. But don't worry, your mind will always remain as moldable and malleable as ever, even as it retains this new shape. Because my trance and my voice and all those little things around you will continue to squash and stretch, squeeze and tease. So just let your mind firm up now in this new state, warming that rising sensation of heat passing through you. The warmer it gets, the closer you get to full consciousness, and the more your mind's new shape will be set, rising and rising, firmer and firmer, till you can sense the heat of consciousness set everything into place. All of the changes to your mind implemented and holding their form as you awaken to the warmth and pleasure of a new mental reality.